Hello, everyone. Have you ever wondered why some people succeed almost overnight, while others work faithfully for years without seeing any results? What if I told you that success isn't determined by how quickly something grows, but by what is happening beneath the surface? Today, I want to share a remarkable story about a farmer and his two sons. A story that may completely change the way you look at patience, hard work, and your own journey. Stay with me until the very end, because the lesson their father taught them is one you'll never forget. In a quiet countryside village lived a humble farmer named Elias. He wasn't the richest man in town. He didn't own the biggest farm, but everyone respected him because of his wisdom. Elias had two sons whom he loved deeply. The older son, Noah, was calm, thoughtful, and patient. The younger son, Caleb, was energetic, confident, and always wanted quick results. Although the brothers loved each other, they saw life very differently. One spring morning, as the sun painted the fields with golden light, Elias called both of his sons into the garden. They had no idea that this simple morning would change their lives forever. The father reached into his pocket and held out two tiny seeds. To Noah, he handed a bamboo seed. To Caleb, he gave a bean seed. The boys looked at the tiny seeds and smiled. Then Elias said something unusual. "My sons, these are not ordinary seeds. The way you care for them will reveal the kind of men you are becoming." The brothers looked at each other with puzzled faces. Elias continued, "I want each of you to plant your seed today. Water it every day. Protect it. Be faithful to it. Then, one day, life itself will teach you something I never could." Without another word, the boys planted their seeds. Only a few days later, Caleb's bean seed burst through the soil. Within weeks, bright green leaves stretched toward the sun. Caleb laughed with excitement. "Father, look, my seed is growing." Elias smiled warmly. "It is." But Noah's bamboo seed showed nothing, not a single leaf, not even a tiny sprout. Every morning Noah watered the empty ground. Every evening he returned again. Days became weeks. Still, nothing. Caleb couldn't hide his smile. "Maybe Father gave you a dead seed." Noah looked down at the silent patch of soil, but he kept watering. Months passed. Summer became autumn. Autumn became winter. The seasons changed, but Noah never missed a single day. Rain or sunshine, cold or heat, he faithfully watered the same empty spot. Meanwhile, Caleb became proud of his fast-growing plant. Soon he stopped watering it. After all, it was already growing. There is no need anymore, he thought. Little by little, the leaves began turning yellow. The stem became weak. Before long, his beautiful bean plant withered and died. Noah still had nothing. Caleb had lost everything. The villagers laughed. Both boys failed. Even Noah began wondering if everyone was right. One evening, he quietly sat beside the empty ground. For the first time, he thought about giving up. As the sun disappeared behind the hills, Elias walked over and sat beside his son. Without saying a word, he placed a gentle hand on Noah's shoulder. After a long silence, the father finally spoke. "My son, most people don't fail because they aren't talented. They fail because they stop when nothing seems to be happening." Noah looked at the empty ground. "But Father, I've done everything you asked." Elias smiled. "And the seed has been doing everything it was created to do." Noah looked confused. "The greatest growth," Elias said softly, "happens where no one can see it. The bamboo is growing roots." If it grew tall before its roots were strong, the first storm would destroy it. So keep watering. Trust what your eyes cannot yet see. The next morning, Noah returned with his watering can once again. As he poured water onto the soil, something caught his eye. A tiny crack. He knelt closer. Then, a small green shoot pushed through the earth. His heart raced. It finally grew. Day after day, the little sprout became taller. Within weeks, it grew higher than Noah. Soon it stood above the farmhouse, then above the tallest trees. Before long, a magnificent bamboo grove stretched across the land. The same villagers who once laughed now stood in complete amazement. They couldn't believe what they were seeing. Elias gathered both of his sons beneath the towering bamboo. He pointed first to the empty place where Caleb's bean plant had once stood, then to the giant bamboo forest. My sons, one seed taught you that fast success means very little if you stop being faithful. The other taught you that great things often take time because they are building a strong foundation. He looked into their eyes. And remember this: never compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Some dreams bloom quickly. Others grow deep roots first. But the strongest trees are the ones that learned patience. If you feel like giving up today, remember the bamboo. Keep showing up. Keep believing. Keep doing the right thing, even when nobody notices, because your greatest growth may be happening beneath the surface. And one day, the world will see what persistence has been building all along. If this story inspired you, write in the comments, "I'm growing my roots." Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories that strengthen your faith, build your character, and remind you never to give up. Until next time, keep growing.